What's the good word, everyone? I'm Kenny Varner, the owner of SportsBooks.com. We're going to break down the Nebraska Cornhuskers hosting the Colorado Buffaloes, along with the Arkansas Razorbacks going to Oklahoma State and facing Mike Gundy and company. So, first we'll start is a public service announcement for Nebraska, Colorado. So, Nebraska is favored by 7. Uh, the total is 59. And we have a public service announcement. Before we get to that public service announcement, it's going to take 20 seconds to tell you buy one, get one free. Sports have balls, all sports package deal. 1 month, 3 months, 6 months, or a year. So, what is this public service announcement? And by the way, sportsheadball.com, linked in the description. Go there, get situated today because early in the week we set you up for later and you will see why. So, the public service announcement is do not, as a bettor, get emotional. Colorado games, I should probably put this public service announcement out every single week because Deion Sanders is like a politician. What do I mean by that? People love him and then find reasons to put something online to offend the people that hate him. People that hate him will find something online to put their point. That has nothing to do with anything when you are betting the game. People are going to find reasons just to hate on Colorado, or they're going to love on Colorado, and then they become a fanboy instead of a prognosticator. So Nebraska -7. I'm just looking at the quarterbacks, Dylan Raiola and Sanders for the Colorado Buffaloes. Last year's meeting, obviously no Ray. Last year's meeting 36-14, right? Colorado. We were actually on Colorado last year, coming off the TCU game, 36-14. Oh, they look great. Really, the flaws were starting to expose right then for Colorado. We liked winning the bet. The bottom line there was turnovers. Turnovers led to separation in the game, and we took the win. This year, Matt Rule also in his second year for Nebraska. Now, again, what did we have last year? We had in Colorado the fake thing about him standing in the middle of the field, and of course, the quarterback Sanders saying it was disrespectful. All that garbage is nothing. And Sanders is going to do that. You know, we respect them and all that fun stuff this year. So, what about on the field? We saw Colorado survive a North Dakota State team. Good job. We saw Nebraska do what they're supposed to do against UTEP. So, this is more of a public service announcement that don't bet emotionally in this game. Go with what you see. Like I haven't seen Raiola play as much as I've seen Sanders. And I really do like Raiola anyway. With Sanders, I don't get the first round hype about this guy. Um, I think a team that's going to draft him is going to be severely disappointed. But does that mean that it's not going to work in this game or in college? The stats will be there. The super excitement highlight films and ESPN, Fox, and whoever promoting this team just because they're exciting, because their defense is awful and their offense is solid. The decision making from Sanders is really would be the fly in the ointment that I see for Colorado. Taking a lot of sacks, um, misreads, but he will make the spectacular play, and then when it's all said and done, 450 yards and 3 touchdowns and an interception against North Dakota State. All those numbers still only produced 31 points. Now, I want to preface that they should have had more. I'll give you that because of that fluke interception off that guy's calf in the North Dakota State game. But I don't see the greatness in terms of pro of Sanders. But I do see the electricity that he can find. So when that Nebraska, Colorado, you know, when you sign up for your buy one get one free month a year, you'll see what if anything we're going to have on this particular game. Uh, Now with Oklahoma State, Arkansas, we got Oklahoma State 7.5 at home against Arkansas, with the with the total at 63. Now this has gone from 9.5, 9, 8, down to 7.5 right now, and we're totals at 63. Now, if you saw my videos up on my YouTube channel, we did Arkansas and we did Oklahoma State, and we're down on Arkansas, and we're really up on Oklahoma State. When we look at Oklahoma State, everyone's returning from that 10-win team. They are set up to go to that next level, go to the playoffs, see what you got. The consistency of them might not be there, but really the consistency needs to be 10-2 and get to the Big 12 championship. This is what Oklahoma State is primed and ready to do with one of the best running backs in the country. So the problem with that is they averaged 3.8 yards a carry against South Dakota State. Now, you know my Montana Grizzlies are going to win the national title. The second best team in the FCS could arguably be South Dakota State. Now, they play perfect, sound football. They lost 44-20. Don't get me wrong. And I think that's actually impressive by Oklahoma State. I mean, Arkansas 70-0 win over Pine Bluff, a team where their conference is afraid of the playoffs because their best team gets blown out all the time by good teams. Pine Bluff is not on the same earth as South Dakota State. And you can see it in the point spread. What was the point spread? 9.5. And Oklahoma State covered. Now, the 3.8 yards a carry is a little bit of a concern for Oklahoma State. But the truth is, Arkansas definitely is bigger than South Dakota State. But they, I believe, in what I've seen with Pittman, head coach of Arkansas, are way less disciplined than South Dakota State is. So, although they're going to be bigger, and they let up, and Oklahoma State only ran for 3.8 yards a carry, I, for one, think they're going to average more yards per carry, and this is a focus spot with their, their second home game and a name team coming in like Arkansas. Gundy is 19-2 straight up at home on this field since 2021. And what I want to point out is South Alabama and West Virginia were the losses. That even puts me more towards them on this particular game because maybe not minus the points, maybe to make sure to win, but those are two non-name teams as far as I'm concerned compared to Arkansas. It's a team they're going to be prepped for. Those were more of overlooked spots. So, but here's the deal. Now, do you want to take all this talent coming back against a team that, when I previewed them, looked like they were in flux? Or, here's your Arkansas point of view. Arkansas, 4-8 last year, right? 5 of those 6 losses were by touchdown or less. So they were more competitive. And I had to look that up just to make sure. It's like, were they though? Because I saw them quit in the game, but in the game they quit, they lost 7-3. So Pittman as a road dog, 3-0 last year. Pittman as a road dog, as a road dog during his time at Arkansas, 12 times as a underdog, tells you something about how much they're not winning. But as a road dog, 9-3 under Pittman. All the road losses last year were by a touchdown, were under this spread. So you got the technical Pittman gets his teams ready and are going to play. They add Petrino to maybe get the offense going. And you're getting 7.5 points. There is a big divide in this game. I think Oklahoma State gets done when it's all said and done. But by the point spread, this might be, we are tried and true for over 20 years, sitting in some money line parlays. This is kind of a good deal for that. Now, it's kind of funny because they're 7.5, and we preach don't tease college football. And I won't. I will not tease college football. I will not put them in a parlay with another college football team. But this time of year is awesome because everyone is off of baseball. So those those money lines in certain situations are off, where you can actually get your team down. I mean, look at the Bengals. We got the Bengals on the money line. Look at the Utah Utes. We got Utah on the money line plus 103. We got the uh, Bengals on the money line for plus 103. Plus 103 and minus 102. And that's because we can find our spots in baseball to take away some of this. Because my first thing was I like Oklahoma State. Texas is along the same ways also. And we'll get to that in another video. But Oklahoma State, Gundy, 19-2 at home, two losses were to South Alabama, West Virginia, who did not have that focus of Arkansas coming in. They will be focused. They ran for less than 4 yards a carry, but I think there'll be points to be made. It's really hard to go against Pittman and his 9-3 as a road dog. His 3-0 as a road dog last year with no losses by 2 scores. So I'm high on Oklahoma State to make a big run and go to the playoffs and see what they can do, or have a shot at it. Utah's the best in the Big 12, but I could change my mind mid-season if, depending on what we see. We go with what we see and then, adjust from that. So, public service announcement on Colorado, Nebraska was don't bet emotionally because Deion is there, whether you love him or hate him, because a lot of people either love him or hate him, and then will find reasons online somewhere to bet against him or bet for him. And I just suggest not to do that. And that's what we got here at SportsFalls.com. Now, one last reminder. Buy one, get one free for any of our sports pick packages, which include all sports. I can only do it until the Chiefs and Ravens kick off. So we've already set ourselves up with a couple of bets this weekend. We have a few flat bets. We have 3 flat bets. We got 2. We told you we got Utah and the Bengals on the money line. We're looking at a strong chance at 2-0 with those bets. And we got some other point spread bets to go along with that. So come join us today. We have a great time. We have a fun time breaking down these games. We'll see you guys in the next video. And let's make money.